Right guys, we're in the plaza. As you can see, I'm sitting here on my phone. I'm trying to get some type of connection, free Wi-Fi in the plaza. Jovelin's at the shop. I've got two kids here. I got the same two kids here yesterday, three kids actually. Then two different guys asking for money. And I'm actually sat here and I'm that busy on my phone. Anyway, I told the kids, showed them my pockets, no money, and they still wouldn't go. They were still asking for money. So, you know, they eventually went. And then I looked round. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to do a little voiceover, but I'm actually going to do a separate video. So, you know, Badjao, mountain people, beggars, and sounds like, you know, they're quite different looking, but I'm actually going to chat about it after this video in a separate video. So if you're in Murcia, you're in the Philippines, be very, very, very careful, because like I said, the professional, as far as I'm concerned, they are really professional beggars. Right guys, have a great day, take care, God bless. Badjao, so that's bad, J-A-O. So you know, you have to be really careful guys, simple as that really. And it's a Christmas coming up, so even in England, you know, they're going to be out and about, these professional beggars. Right, we'll chat about it in about an hour's time. I'll have a walk into the mango forest and we'll chat about it. Right guys, I don't know if there's any music playing, but if there's any music playing, I'll do a voiceover. That's where I'm sat. So I'm sitting here, and let me reverse the camera. That's where the kids came from. Over there. Good morning, we're in the mango forest. And can you believe it, very early in the morning, it's about 6:30. It's really, really hot this morning. I can hear damn music playing. Can you believe it? So hopefully I can actually chat above this music. Right, let me try and find a good spot. Right, I don't know. I've had to put my hat on, it's just that hot. Crazy hot. Try and find a little bit of shade. Right, I'm actually going to move my phone around, so I hope everyone's fine and doing well. I don't know if you can see me. Right, so Badjao now call themselves Gujao in Cebu City, Negros Occidental. So we're here in Murcia, Concilian the village, Murcia the town. Right, so last week, you know, when we actually do go to Murcia, guys, because we have a very, very low budget, we have a day on. Sometimes we stop here in the province 2 days, very boring, not a lot to do. So we normally have a day on and a day off, day on, day off, when we go to Murcia because the budget's that low. And anyway, last week, I think we're on Monday morning now. I think, yeah, we're probably on Monday morning. And last week, went to the Plaza and I tried to upload some videos, you know, free Wi-Fi in the Plaza. And I noticed these people in the Plaza, Badjao. And I thought, well, who are these people? There were about 3 or 4 of these people, 5 or 6 of these people, you know, 1 or 2 women. And what I noticed about these people is the uniform, not a uniform, the clothes that they wear, actually, they were all the same. And I hope they stop picking this music up. It can be hard work being a blogger, especially when you don't get paid for it. Very hard work, you know, no reward. Right, so please like, please subscribe, please share the videos, please help support in the way of $1. So I noticed all these people, not a lot of people really, you know, just a few people, and the kids. And the kids are even different. You know, these people look different. They wear the same clothes, or the mama and the sisters and the brothers. They're only little guys, you know, young guys, I don't know, 10, 11, 12. Very hard to tell the age sometimes, you know. And I noticed they all wore the same type of clothes, and just exactly the same. So the mama fitted the girls and the boys with exactly the same clothes. And, you know, I don't know how they shop to do that, but apparently they are Muslims. Now, religion doesn't come into it. Don't matter if you're Catholic, Muslim, whatever your religion is, so long as you're a good person, doesn't matter your religion to me, okay? So that's me with religion. Right, so these Badjao, I saw these guys all dressed very, very differently. And last week they came up to me and they asked for money. And I ain't got a peso. I have not got a damn peso, okay. And I got down to my pockets, and I had to get to my pockets to explain, you know, pull my pockets out. And I explained I haven't got no money, and they've got this. They've got the body language. They've got it to the professional have been taught very good. You know, they don't take no for an answer, so to speak. And anyway, last week they went. Then about half an hour later they came back and they set off again asking for money. And I thought, God Almighty, I thought, I've come to the Plaza, I'm trying to upload a video, I've got no money, and I've got beggars just begging for money all the time. And I wish I'd have got the money to give them a few pesos, right? I would have gave them a few pesos, but I didn't have any pesos on me, no money whatsoever. And anyway, I noticed the faces and the hair, like gold hair, and the faces just look different, more browner. That's probably the sun, because they're in the sun begging all the time on the streets. But they do actually look very, very different, these people. And this guy, then after the kids, the tallish guy, slim build, little bit taller than me, you know, slimish type of a guy. And I thought, well, they came up to me. I actually noticed this guy because he had a piece of cloth and it was covering all his face. He had an hat on and it was covering all his face, and you could just see his eyes. And I thought, who's this guy? Is he an neat man? You know, a neat man walking down the Plaza of Murcia. I thought, who's this guy? You know, it just looked different, didn't look like the people of Murcia. And, you know, you just never know. And I thought, look, they just look very different. Never seen these people before. And he came up to me and he got a piece of cardboard, and it had plastic over it and it had writing on it. And he went, and I was sat there trying to upload videos, and I'm trying to do, you know, I'm doing my videos, editing my videos. I said, what's that? And I says, what is it? And he went, pesos. I says, money? I says, no. And he looked at me and just walked away. And so I'm doing my videos and uploading them, and I kept watching this guy. And they went to I saw these two girls, they came in the gate, these two girls, and they sat across from me, and I was looking down at these two girls and this guy. I was watching this guy, and he was going around to everyone and he's giving them this note. and it's probably asking for money. I don't know what it says because I didn't read it. Don't know if it were English by the looks on it, and I didn't bother to read it. And the girls, as far as I know, the girls took the note and then they gave it him back. Don't know if the girls gave him any money, right? And he walked up past me and he looked at me like that and he went, and his face, totally different face, you know, totally different. And never seen these type of people before, and they just look so different from the people here in the Philippines, right? And I thought, wow, that guy he's a different type of guy. He's just different. Then pulled the cloth back up so he couldn't see his face. And I thought, is this guy a professional beggar? Does this guy live in Murcia? Has this guy got a lot of money and he's making a lot of money? That's what my thought was. Oh, he's probably a professional beggar and he goes around begging and he's making a lot of money. Right, let's get to yesterday, Sunday. We're on Monday now. We went, same again, went to Murcia. We needed to buy a little bit of food. And like I said, I'm sat there in the plaza and I'm editing my videos. And I'm going through the videos, editing the videos. Very hard to concentrate in the plaza. And I couldn't get a Wi-Fi connection. And the same girls. And there's a girl, two girls and a boy. So the girls came up and then I went, no pesos, sorry, don't have any money, sorry. And then they went. Couple of minutes later, they got this drum, bum, they bang on this drum and they push the body language, and it's like a demanding, demanding money. And I says, same again, went to my pockets, pulled my pockets out, second time on a Sunday. And I saw the mama watching me, and she came across she had the kid there, and she walked across with the kid. And then she had one of her sons with her. As far as I know, it was one of her little sons. And then the two girls were banging the drum and they're asking for money. And I said, no, I don't have any money, sorry. And then the bad words, and then they give you bad luck, and the blah, 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 and they give, to you foreigner, you can hear the bad words. So they give you some bad words and then they walk off. And that's what they did. They were around the plaza, around all the girls, around the guys, begging for money. And, I'm sat there like a damn fool. From Barnsley, I should really know different. South Yorkshire, Barnsley, should have known different really, because I'm sat there and I'm on my phone. And I'm no, sorry, don't have a peso. Trying to explain to these two girls. Like I said, they look very different people. Badjao. They call themselves Badjao now in Cebu, as I said earlier on. Right, so I'm sat there and I'm on my phone and I need to walk, and I can't walk around because I've got Jovelin's bag, my bag, I've got the rucksack for a bit of shopping. I've got the two helmets. Did I have helmets? Yeah, I think we've got the two helmets there. Or we could have took the helmets to Jovelin's mama's. I can't remember. And I looked round and I turned round and I looked at my bag. And I moved my bag a little. And then I looked at the bag and it was wide open. And while the kids were actually chatting to me, asking for money, one's in my face and she's there, close up to me. She's close up to me, and then the other ones dipped the bag, and I thought, oh no, Jovelin's phone. Now, if someone pinches your phone, bump, your bank details are on there, all your details, half of your damn life's on your phone. Somebody pinches your phone, you've basically had it. It's a really big problem. Right, it's a big problem. And I thought, oh no, Jovelin's phone's gone. The two kids have dipped the phone and they've gone. And I looked round the plaza and I couldn't see these two kids. But I know they dipped the bag. And I thought, wow, what a fool. I'm sat there like a fool. And I've got two kids about 10-year-old. What's just and dip the bag. And that's Joveline's phone gone. So I had to wait for Joveline to come back, and I went, where's your phone? She said, oh, I've got it on me. And she always normally leaves it in a bag at the side of me, right? But she took it with her, and that were really lucky for her. And I thought, wow, if that had been my phone, that had been it. Couldn't get in touch with anybody, couldn't do my YouTube. That would have been a big problem for me. And like I said, they were very good at it. And I just never realised. I normally, when strangers actually come near me, even kids, I watch the bags, but I just just that, trying to do my videos, trying to get on, and trying to still just get on in life, just working all the time on videos and YouTube, and just doing that all the time. So it's not much fun, because it's just work, no pay at the moment, right? So it's hard work. And I looked all over for these kids, and I thought, where has them kids gone? The mama wasn't around. And I thought they'd got the phone and they'd legged it, they'd gone. And anyway, I told Joveline about this. And apparently the Badjao, J-O, Badjao. The Badjao, they're actually water people. And I've actually seen documentaries on these people, if it's the same one. They're a Muslim tribe, right? So there's a lot of them. And if you get in you actually start to argue with some of these people, right? When they're begging for money, and you can actually have 10 or 20 of these guys, and you've got a big problem, because they will fight you, okay? And if you're one or two guys, you can be in a big problem. So they're actually water people, and they live in the sea, and they live in houses on stilts, and the fish. And I've seen a documentary about these people, and now I've actually met these people, right? And they dive, and Joveline said these people can dive underwater for up to 13 minutes without breathing apparatus. I said, no, it's impossible, you can't do that. But apparently they can, and apparently they can do it, right? So don't ask me, superhuman, you just don't know what people are capable of, right? Anyway, and they're also mountain people. And President Duterte, right, he got all these Badjao, because they're all over the streets, all over the place, in Manila, in Cebu, they're here, and I said to Joveline, if they've got no money and they're beggars and they're very poor, how do they get here? How they got into Murcia if they're very poor and they don't have money? He says, I don't know. I said, well, obviously they're making a lot of money begging. President Duterte, when he was in power, the former president of the Philippines, got these guys rounded up, and he took them back to the mountains. They took them back to the mountains, and he said to the Badjao people, you have a mountains, you have soil, you can grow, you can make money. But they're quite lazy, these people. I'm not saying they're all lazy, and I'm not saying they're a bad people, right? I'm sure they are, even though they're beggars, I'm sure they are a good people, right? So I'm not saying they're a bad people, But, when you get that phone took, now you've got a grudge against Badjao. Of course you're going to have a grudge. If my phone had have gone, that would have been grudge, so to speak. Even though I wouldn't begrudge all of them. Anyway, so President Duterte, he got them all rounded up. They took them back to the mountains, and he told them, this is where you live, grow vegetables, make money off your vegetables. But no, they came back to the cities. And if you chat to these guys, it's a different language. So now guys, the language is different. Most of the people in the Philippines do not understand these people. It's a totally different language. Quite hot here. Let me just stick this here. So it's totally different, their language to the Philippine language. Don't forget they're a Muslim tribe, they've got their own language. And what they say, what some people have actually not understand them, said to them, well, why are you in the cities begging? Why don't you go back to the mountains? No money, no food in, no food in the mountains. You know, they've got this body language. And they won't go back to the mountains. And they sleep on the streets. So what they do is they sleep on the street. They just go to sleep on the causeway. If they're in Bacolod, if they're here, they just sleep on the causeway. And the next day they get up and they go about the begging, or wherever it is. I'm sure they'll find somewhere to rough it out. So that's the Badjao people. Started to call themselves in Cebu Badjao, and that comes from the Badjao people. So these people actually, like I said, they're coming to Murcia now. Christmas is here, and when I saw these beggars, I just thought, oh, it's beggars. Christmas is here. Same in England. Christmas is here. There'll be a lot of break-ins. There'll be a lot of shoplifting. Pockets getting dipped. Christmas is coming. And this happens every year all over the world. So I thought, well, I think these Badjao have probably come here now because it's Christmas. And apparently these Badjao, they go around Murcia into the shops and they've got these drums and and they bang the drums, money, peso, they hand a note or they ask for money. And if the shop owner or the person at the house doesn't give them money, then the bad words come, and it's a lot of bad words. So, they've got a bad reputation. But as I saw these Badjao, I saw a documentary where they were swimming and they were underwater diving. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of these people are quite good people. And wherever you go, but we're beggar guys, they sort of think you owe them something. So if you are down on your luck, you are the same, you don't have a money, you've got someone that's pushing into you, they're demanding your money, they're up against you, the other one's dipping your bag. They've got this attitude where you owe them something. It's okay for them to come to you, hurt you, and it's okay for them to come and pinch your money. But you do the same to them, and you've got a war, so to speak. So that's the encounter. That's the encounter I had in the Plaza. And these people in the Plaza, I just knew they were very different looking, round faces, dressed very differently, and they are, like I said, they're a Muslim tribe, but so that's probably why they are actually different, dressed different, look different. But my opinion, they are actually professional beggars, and they're probably, when one of these Badjao kids, they're asking me for money, right? I've got no damn money, right? I ain't got a peso. And one of these these little kids, these little kids, 10, 11, whatever years old, she'd got 50 pesos in her hand, and she's just holding it down like this onto the floor, and she's just swinging it round, and it was like just a piece of paper. And I thought, you're asking me for money and you've got 50 pesos there, and then you're all over the plaza and they've got money off everyone in the plaza, so they're doing very well, right, begging. And I thought, you've got 50 pesos there and you want money. But I could see these kids and these people, they didn't understand the value of the money. Now, what do I mean by that? I could just see, you don't really understand the value of that money. Right, a working class person, a person here in England, a person here in Murcia, In the Philippines, you have to budget your money. Well, we need to buy rice tomorrow, so you budget your money for your rice. The day after, we need to buy a little fish, we need to buy a little rice. The day after, we need to buy a little sugar, we need to buy a little coffee. You budget, that's what they do. But these Badjao, I could see that money, they didn't like respect that money. They didn't understand the value of it. You know, they just got the money and it was, as though it were nothing. You know, as though it was as though they were making a lot of money. So the Badjao were here in Murcia, and by the sounds of it, they're all over. And I've actually met the Badjao now. So they're here in Murcia, professional beggars. You normally get professional beggars, some of them not professional, they're down on the luck and they need a little money, and I actually do like to give a little peso if I've got it right. And these beggars in Murcia, you know, some are blind and they're walking around with a friend, and it's good to give. It's good to give them a peso. But the Badjao, they're just not really poor people. They're professional beggars, in my opinion, what I've observed, and this is what I'm thinking. So, Badjao, water people, they've got special skills, and they actually are good at begging, and they've just, you can see they've been taught. They've been taught because, you know, they've got to push it. Even from little kids, you can see they've got that pushy attitude. And it's not just, the beggars here in Murcia, that's what the beggars do here in Murcia. That's it. But these Badjao people, and they're pushing it's give, you can, they've been taught from a young age, you can see they have. So that's the Badjao people, calling themselves good Jao people in Cebu City, right? So, you know, it just shows Christmas is here, and then, like I said, they're totally different beggars to the ones here in Murcia. Okay, they're just totally different, but they're a different people, and they've got their own language. Badjao people, you know, do I think bad about the Badjao people? No, not really. I've seen a documentary, quite interesting people. You know, they are who they are, and they do what they do to survive. Is what they do, is it right, is it wrong? Who am I to say? Now, who am I to say, right? If I lived in the mountains, I'd got no money, and that's how you're brought up. That's how you're just gonna influence. You know, you were around good people, you grow up good. You know, you're around successful people, you grow up successful, you have a big house, a big car. You're around fools, you probably grow up, unless you get out of that circle, you'll grow up a damn fool. You'll never have anything, and it's... So, do I have anything bad to say about the Badjao? Not really, but, you know, believe me, if you'd have took my phone, you'd have took my money, then I wouldn't respect you whatsoever. But, you know, good luck, God bless to everyone. Christmas is coming, Merry Christmas. Please like and subscribe. Please share the videos. Please support. In the way of it, you've got it. Take care, God bless. Badjao are here. Watch your bags. You know, they are very, very good. Watch your bags, because they'll dip your bags, they'll pinch your money, and they'll give you some bad words. But, you know, stand up for yourself. Don't be a coward, don't be a weak man. Stand up. You know, whether there's 5 of them, 10 of them, stand up for yourself. Do not fear anyone, okay? Yeah, there's people out there in the Philippines you have to fear, and you have to be very careful. So, have a beautiful day. Are we off to Murcia today? No, we don't have the budget. Right, guys, so that's the Badjao people. Have a great day.